Hi there and welcome to the Ingles table. Today we're whipping up something delicious in the kitchen. Join me as I show you how to make my creamy cashew pesto sauce. I've got some mushrooms that we're sauteing in some olive oil. I'm going to let those go, and I've also got a pound of rigatoni pasta boiling in some salted water. While that's going, we're going to start making the sauce. So the way I make the sauce is I start with raw cashews and I soak them overnight in water. But what it does is it makes the cashews really soft, and then when you blend them they can become really creamy without having to use any cream. You get a ton of protein. So you're gonna pour the water and the cashews into your blender. I'm gonna add roasted garlic. I love garlic, so between 6 and 12 roasted garlic. They get kind of sweet anyway, so I'm gonna put in that much. I've got a teaspoon of red pepper flakes to give it a little spice. I've got some nutritional yeast to add some cheesy flavor, and I've got a big bunch of basil. Okay? Put the lid on and we're gonna blend it until it's smooth and creamy. All right, so now we've got our creamy sauce. You can taste that and check if it needs some salt and pepper. And our pasta is just about done. Keep that going. And I'm gonna finish up with the mushrooms. So I've got those sauteing, and now I'm gonna take a handful of cherry tomatoes. I got these tomatoes at the Ingles produce department. They've got this great bar there where you can pick out the colors that you actually want. It makes it a lot of fun and adds tons of color to your dish. We're gonna let those sort of saute and blister up. All right, so our pasta is just about done. And now I'm gonna drain it. But before I do, I like to always get a little bit of the pasta water to save for later. Sometimes you need to thin out your sauce. Sometimes you need to heat something up and get the pasta from not being sticky anymore. It's just nice to reserve a little bit. It's got some great starches in there. All right, so I've rinsed the pasta, and now I'm gonna add the sauce to it. I'm gonna pour that in there, and then the heat from the pasta is gonna heat up the sauce. And then we're gonna toss it around and coat all the pasta. I like this rigatoni pasta because it has holes and the sauce will sort of fill inside the holes as well. But you can use any kind of pasta you want. You could use linguine, you could use bow tie pasta. Oh, it smells really good. So this is good. And if you had your pasta being, or your sauce being too thick, you had this water, so you would just add a little bit of water like so and thin it out a little bit. And then you can get it to the perfect consistency of what you like. So now I'm going to scoop that onto my plate. I'm going to garnish it with some tomatoes and some mushrooms. All right, so there it is. I like to add some pine nuts to the top, and we're done. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Ingles table. Make sure and explore the site for more great tips, tricks, and recipes, and find us online at ingles-markets.com. We'll see you next time.